Today, we're talking about something I see all the time online right now. So tell me if you can relate to this. Business owners are showing up consistently. You're showing up consistently, posting content, trying to stay visible, trying to grow. But you're frustrated because the visibility is not turning into leads or clients. Tell me if you can relate to that. And honestly, I think a lot of entrepreneurs are accidentally creating what I now call the post to nowhere. And this phrase came from my business bestie, also our resident guest expert trainer in my Business Visibility Made Easy Alumni Mastermind, Shannon Gaither. She delivered a great training for our alums that correlates beautifully with everything I teach in Business Visibility Made Easy. And she gave me permission to share it with you today here on my YouTube channel. So thanks, Shannon. What does the post to nowhere mean? It means the content exists, but it's not actually leading people anywhere. Content gets seen, but does not actually move people into conversations, relationships, email lists, or sales. So today we're fixing that as I walk you through the 5 types of visibility gaps that Shannon taught our alums, the gaps we talk about all the time in my 8-week group coaching accelerator, Business Visibility Made Easy. Let's see which ones you have. So gap number 1, the post to nowhere gap. This is where your content gets engagement, but there's no next step. People read the post, they like it, maybe they comment, and then nothing happens. The content dies right there on the feed. Every piece of content should gently move someone somewhere into a DM conversation, which is one of my favorites, onto your email list where you can have a conversation with them in the inbox, into your free Facebook group where you can DM them a welcome DM, maybe lead them toward a freebie, a conversation, your next piece of content. Not every post has to sell, but every post should move the relationship forward. So instead of saying something like, thoughts, ? Try, DM me the word list and I'll send you the training. Or try, comment below the word list and I'll DM you the training. Be simple, be specific, make it easy. Let's talk about gap number 2 that I see, the CTA gap. This is a big one. A lot of entrepreneurs soften their invitations so much that nobody knows what to do next. You can't just say, reach out if interested, because even if they're interested, they just won't. They just won't. That creates friction because they won't reach out. It's too vague. They might want to, but they're too shy. We have to make it easy for people to do business with us. So instead, a better phrase would be DM me the word call and I'll send you the link. Or opt in for XYZ if you're loving this content. Specific calls to action convert better because they remove uncertainty. You're telling people exactly what to do. And let me tell you something, your audience is overwhelmed already. We all are. And your job, my job, is to make the next step feel easy. Make it easy for people to connect with you, take that next step, know what you do, and do business with you. All right, let's talk about gap number 3, the follow-through gap. This one is huge. Someone comments, someone replies, someone engages on your content, and then nothing happens after that. I want you to listen carefully. The post is not the work, okay? The content, the post is not the work by itself. It doesn't just do anything for you. The relationship building after the content, after the post, is the actual work. Because content by itself used to create clients. It did. This was years ago. Now, that doesn't happen anymore. Content by itself does not create clients, especially now in 2026. What creates clients, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. Great question. I would be happy to tell you. It's conversations. Conversations, building relationships. That is what creates clients. The entrepreneurs that are winning right now and the businesses that are growing right now are not necessarily posting more or creating more content, throwing more stuff out there. They're using their content to make connections, build relationships, and have conversations. And they're following up better, more often, with more strategy. In my live masterclass that I taught yesterday, because I'm in launch of my program right now, one of the gals that attended the masterclass, she knew that I don't teach paid ads, that I teach all organic strategies. And she shared in the chat, she said, I'm running paid ads and they are converting, but I'm still having conversations with people to get them to buy. So even paid ads, she's running a paid ad to a cold audience. They're opting in for her thing. She is still having to have a conversation with them in order to get them to convert into a buyer. That is what we have to do in 2026. So even if you run paid ads, you're still going to have to do this. So it doesn't matter if it's paid traffic or organic traffic. All traffic needs a conversation. All right, let's talk about the offer readiness gap. This is gap number 4. Sometimes your audience is warm. They trust you, they like you, they think you're amazing, they've been following you for months, and they sit on the edge of their seat waiting for the next thing you're going to say. But your next offer feels too big. Have you been there? I've been there. If your only offer is a high-ticket coaching thing, that can feel intimidating. Now, you've heard me say this before, and you've heard other people say this before. We can't just plop down next to someone at a bar and say, marry me. Rarely is that going to work, with rare exception. We have to date these people first. We have to have a conversation with them first. So just going from just meeting you to pay me thousands of dollars to hire me, that's a big leap. That's a big leap. People often need a smaller step first, a softer entry point first, a lower risk way to engage with you first. That is why workshops, freebies, masterclasses, Facebook groups, mini offers, that's why they work so well, whether they're free or paid. Again, we want to make connections. We want to nurture. We want to make it easy for people to get into your world, connect with you, get to know you, know if you're the right fit for them, establish that know, like, and trust, and make it easy for them to do business with you. All right, let's talk about the final gap. This is gap number 5, the pathway gap. Most entrepreneurs have offers. I bet you have offers. I have offers. But maybe you're not offering a customer pathway, meaning what happens after that freebie? What happens after the Facebook group they join? What happens after that workshop they attended, whether it's free or paid? Your audience wants to be told what to do. They need direction. You need visibility that leads to conversation, that leads to a relationship, that leads to list growth, that leads to an offer, that leads to a client. You don't need random disconnected content. One thing I'm known for is digging into my students and my clients' funnels so that we can make sure they're maximized. At every turn, I want them to have a next step. So here's an example. Your free lead magnet. Where is your free lead magnet leading your client next? When you opt into one of my freebies, on my thank you success page is an invitation to my free Facebook group. It's called Be a Confident Entrepreneur. By the way, if you're not in there, you need to be in there. You'll get more support than you can ever imagine. We have fun free networking events. It's amazing. But once you opt into that freebie, on that thank you success page, there's a short video inviting you to my free group and telling you what's in it for you to be there. And inside the lead magnet, inside the email that delivers the freebie, is inside the body of the email, and sometimes in the or in the PS. It's either in the body or the PS, I can't remember. Another invitation to my free Facebook group in case you missed it on the thank you page. Then inside the lead magnet itself is a personal note from me telling you how excited I am that you opted in for it, what you're going to learn from it, and an invitation to my free Facebook group. Why do I do this? I mean, you're like, stop the madness, but it works because I want you to get completely caught up in my world, completely swimming in my content. And my free group allows a natural way for us to get into conversation because when you join my free group, I'm going to send you a welcome DM to welcome you in as if you have walked into my home. I'm going to show you where the cocktails are. I'm going to show you where the television is. I'm going to give you the remote. You've got access to my snacks. I mean, you come into my free Facebook group and you're going to get white glove treatment. And it starts with a DM from me, which allows for that deeper connection, allows for a conversation. And the follow-up DMs to check in on you, to help you find the support you need when you need it. And over time, what that does is it establishes me as an expert. It shows you how much I care about your success because sometimes all I'm doing is connecting you with the expert you need to be connected with in my group, not selling you anything. But that act of service solidifies the know, like, and trust factor between you and me. And over time, you'll either want to work with me or you'll want to refer your business besties to me. This is a great example of using content to have conversations and make deeper connections. So this is why I teach organic visibility differently than everyone else. I don't believe content alone creates sales anymore because that's not what I'm seeing. In 2026, people want connection, even though they don't want to be online. It's kind of funny. It's a weird dynamic we're living in right now. Everybody wants to leave the online space, but then everybody's craving connection. So don't ask me how that's going to work out. But this year, people want connection. They want conversation. They want to know they can trust you, right? They're tired of people taking their money and wasting their time. They want to have a relationship. They want to have that human connection. We feel more disconnected now than ever before while simultaneously craving that connection. It's a very strange dynamic. And your content's current job is not just to perform for you, not just to get likes and followers or go viral. I don't care about that. Who cares about that? You should not care about that, because I am living proof that you do not have to have a massive email list or a massive following online or go viral to have an amazing business that generates a lot of income. The job for your content is to open doors with your prospective clients or prospective collaboration partners, prospective referral partners, prospective affiliates. The real conversions happen in the DMs, in your inbox, in that follow-up, in those conversations. This is what creates clients. So I want you to do this. Here's some homework for you. I want you to go look at one of your pieces of content from the last 30 days. And I want you to ask yourself, out of the 5 gaps that I outlined, where's your gap? Is there a CTA, or maybe there's not a strong CTA? Maybe there's no call to action at all. Did you follow up after somebody liked, hearted, or commented? Was there a pathway they could easily follow? Was there a next step that you clearly gave them? Or maybe you're asking them to make too big of a leap, going from just met me to marry me, right? Going from just met me to buy my high ticket thing. That's a big leap. So I want you to fix that one gap first. And then I want you to think about your content as you're creating it going forward, because you don't need to overhaul your whole business. I know you don't. You just need to stop creating those posts to nowhere. So if this episode resonated with you, send me a DM. See what I did there? We're going to establish a connection. And then I want you to tell me which visibility gap you see most in your business right now. And if you want help creating an organic visibility ecosystem that grows your email list, brings in warm leads, and creates real client conversations without paid ads or burnout, then I want you to come join me in this round of my 8-week group coaching accelerator called Business Visibility Made Easy. YouTubers that are listening right now, the doors are open, but they close this Sunday. So let's connect and see if it's the right fit for you. You can also go to tracybeavers.biz/content into buyers to check out more information. And the link will be in the notes with this video. Podcast listeners, by the time you hear this, the doors to BVME will be closed, but we'll be reopening soon in the fall of 2026. So get on the VIP waitlist already. Go to tracybeavers.biz/VIP waitlist. And if you have questions about how to work with me, DM me, email me. Let's connect. Let's build a relationship. Let's have a conversation. I have elite one-to-one coaching spots open now. My one-to-one clients are currently celebrating 5-figure launches, monthly increases in income that they haven't been able to achieve alone. It's really exciting. So let's get your income growing. Let's get your list growing and rocking and rolling for the next half of this year. All right, y'all, I want you to go start more conversations, talk to the people, because conversations create clients. And I would love to hear your thoughts about what I'm presenting. If there's a topic you want to hear about that would help your visibility, your organic strategies, your business growth, let me know what it is and send me a message or share this with a friend who needs to hear it today. And you know what I say at the end of every single week? Don't go it alone. Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. Some days everybody wants to buy what you're selling, and other days you feel like nobody can even remember your name. And if you think you're alone, you're not. You just need to get into a community of support. Come to my free Facebook group, Be a Confident Entrepreneur. You'll get more support than you can ever imagine. You can promote your offers anytime, join our free networking events, and make connections that actually lead to business growth. The links for everything are in the show notes waiting for you. Have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So that is why we have got to keep cheering each other on.